Hello everyone! In this short tutorial I want to show you how you can quickly tile textures in Photoshop so you can apply them to your 3D models without any seams. And I'm gonna start by with this picture here, which is a really nice texture of some rust. But if we would tile this, we would be able to see that this is not matching, like we have edges here. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to create a square image, and I'm going to choose 2048 by 2048 pixels. Let's create this, and if we move this, drag this over here, you can see that it's good size. It's going to fit a bit. It's going to be a bit larger, but that's totally fine. We can also scale it down a bit. That's not going to hurt. Just if you scale it up, you should be careful because that can lower the quality of the texture quite a bit. Scaling down is not an issue though. So yeah, here we have our texture in there, and this layer right now is bigger than the size, and that's going to be a problem if we use the offset filter, which we're going to do. So let's take the crop tool and press enter twice and crop it to the correct size. And yeah, as you can see now, this layer is exactly square, and we're going to go to filter, other, and offset. And in here we have to type the exact half of the image width. So if we have, in my case, 2048 pixels, we have to choose 1024. And you can see right here, that's gonna basically tile the texture, offset every part exactly half. So basically we're gonna take the texture and move it here, and here, and here, and here. That's what this filter does. And that way we can see the seams, which we would have in a tiled texture in the 3D software. And now we can start to fix these seams. And there are different ways to fix it. My go-to tool is the spot healing brush. Just for a first quick fix, I'm gonna press there, click there, and with Shift, click over here, and it's gonna fix some of these issues. Also here and here. If you have a large image which is larger than the texture itself, if you have for example twice the size, you can use a different part of the texture, move it over, apply a black mask with Alt and this button, and then with the brush just paint over the other texture. So we have different details in here. Another thing we can do is use the clone stamp tool. So we can choose some parts of this image and paint them over here. And for example here. And something you should keep an eye out for is very visible detail. Like these details here and this, they could lead to us seeing a repetition in the tile texture. So the more generic the entire thing looks, the better it usually tiles. Another way you can use to fix these seams is the content aware fill. So you have to hold Shift and press the backspace key after you selected something, and then you have this box where you can just select content aware, and it's gonna take everything in the image and create a matching fill. In my case, I didn't need this, so I'm gonna just undo it. I think this is looking good already. So let's take this filter again. I always like to do this at the end, so I can see if I created new seams. Because if you, for example, paint at these edges here, this edge is matching this edge. But if you paint something here, it doesn't match, so you might create new seams. So usually what I do is I create another offset filter, but in this case we have to watch out because it might not be the same size. In this case it works, but if it is bigger than the original canvas, we have to crop it again so the offset works correctly. I'll go to other, offset, and the same values. And we can see we haven't created any new seams, so this texture is ready for an export. And we can export it to some location. I'm just gonna put it in here, and we can now check it out in our 3D software. Let's create a file node, and take this texture, wherever it is here, and we can tile it a bit. PTUV, let's set it to 5 by 5. We can see these patterns is what I was talking about when you have details that are very different from the rest of the image. You're gonna see these patterns, but if you go close to the texture, we won't find any seams, any hard edges, and yeah, this is working very nicely. I hope this video was useful to you, and I wish you a great day. Bye bye.